they're giving me travel earlier to I have to get out. I told them the elevator was closed. I have that. Don't stop me for them stay. Go try picking up. You know, if somebody tell you to get out there and go pick up the elevator. The elevator's closed. And I'm like, you know, the house got another day. And there was another thing. Saw that on the human activist. New York City is not safe for the World Cup. My mother was killed here. Authorities film mental illness in one of New York City just to get insurance money. So my mother was getting treated in the hospital because they getting frustrated. And she died angry death. And they took the person was connected to the cycle. You know, she had 3 hours to mental health stuff. She said, my mother was born in the place was born in the house. You know, so there's this video trying to provoke you, get your angry so the police can get an excuse to total forceful destruction killing. The federal government still don't say so. Phillips watches zone and federal authorities are sabotaging justice, even for my friend of the government. They go on my struggle, but they never let me just fight. Then she's going to look into this and she's not safe. It's not safe for them yet. Recently, there's this guy on one of the Black American radio hosts. He brought, you know, and reached out to people on the train to help me with the radio host, the black station, to see if they can help me because they always help the Black Americans that are victims of police brutality. They bring them on they bring the victims of the show on the radio to talk about the case, the FBI placement, and things like that. So I was hoping they would do the same for me. But instead, it was actually funny. As soon as I made the request on the train, the traffic radio stations, and also the traffic station. Then even in the morning, the radio show was saying they like Nigeria, yeah, from Nigeria, and they started playing Nigerian music, and they're interested in helping with this business and me. So I thought, oh, maybe, I was trying to help them, so I began calling, but they wouldn't answer my phone call, and send me to the voicemail, or they just won't answer my phone call, so I would just leave them. I thought maybe they didn't like my accent, so I would leave them a voicemail in the office phone, and leave them social media messages, and not respond back to me. But I started having people make long advances towards me, so I thought maybe this was adversary. I was really confused, but I rejected the long advances because I was, looking for help for my case. You know, one of the love advances, and he started saying, "This intro 3 songs with with his listeners." So I was rejecting all the love advances. Then after that, he started saying for people to watch their back because getting attacked from behind. I said people to sit behind the wall. So as a homeless, the church they have is always in the middle of the public church is sitting down. It's always in the middle of the street. It's also in the middle of the sidewalk. You can't really have, you don't really have the luxury to sit behind the wall. So eventually the train wall. Somebody was attacking the train. No, I wasn't going to be dismayed by this threat. I thought it was just a general threat. Now I know it was like, a lot of speeches that were, you know, I didn't know they were directed at me. It was saying people to be careful sitting down, sitting behind the wall, and otherwise somebody could protect them from behind. You know, I didn't think it was general threats to me. Then I went to sit down on Fulton near the Masons. There's a lot of Africans that sell stuff on the street, and they helped me out with money. So some of the Africans helped me out with money that day. So I guess they did. So the Black Americans get jealous, like him, that Africans can make money in America, even though Africans sold so the Black Americans to slavery. Yeah, so someone there tried to invent that. So I was rejecting this love advances, because people were sending people that would try to lure me, you know, so sexual type thing, and maybe we might participate in that. And I always reject the love advances, and I'm forced to basically so that's when I started issuing threats that people need to be careful when they sit down. And somebody kind of checked up from behind and to sit behind the wall. So I didn't even think, now I'm saying, oh, train, sit behind the wall. But I always get attacked on the train also. So normally I sit outside after, I guess it was talking about that Fulton where Africans nobody helped me out. So it was trying to stop me from getting help, and it's like, whatever to stop. For his rejection and stuff advances, because like people don't really help me on the train, they help me out when I'm outside, and I always go to that Fulton, near the Macy's, and I've been, even though the day I was sitting in the Fulton near the Adidas store, and this girl came and bumped into me, it was a Spanish girl, you know, and so I followed her she was wearing a tail. She was wearing a tail, and she used the tail to hit me. She was wearing a tail at the back of her, the tail like an animal, and she came and used the tail to hit my body, and then she went into the Adidas store, and I was sitting outside the Adidas store, so I went inside, but the discovered that was a Black American to go back on because of the poor African and stuff. I don't know. I don't know if the attack was pre-planned or not. So I told him not to do that. I told him the guy that I did the store. I told him not to do that. I told him, look, you can't be disrespectful to me. Somebody just came from inside the store. She was Spanish, she was wearing a tail. I should save the video camera. I'm going to contact the authorities. I want her arrested because she came to forcefully touch me with the tail. She was carrying behind her back. I told her just leave the store. She was not going to help me. So there was all kinds of unprovoked attacks. So I guess when the Black Americans were jealous, and the Africans would sell stuff on the street, make money. And even this mayor, Eric Adams, it was sometimes I go on Canal Street, and so the Africans selling stuff on the street, they want money, so they started telling the police to raid them. They seized $1 billion worth of property from them. So I noticed, anywhere Africans help me, I guess some of these Africans don't have status, and when I came into the country, I was also arrested. So anywhere Africans help with money, I would notice, and I started, I would notice some kind of immediate volatility, hostility, from this mayor that would help him with a hotel room, even though the law, there was a case in the 1990s that was settled in court, the Legal Society, because a lot of Black Americans were being thrown out on the street, vacated by the police, and lived in a basement apartment. It was in the basement apartment. I generally legal in New York. Like me and my mother was in the basement apartment in 2010. The police came and removed us. Same basement apartment was illegal in New York. And a lot of these Black Americans in the 1990s were suffering homeless, like me, were poor out with their bags, took their bag. There was some white players back then. That would do that to Black Americans. So the Legal Aid Society took the case to court. So a lot of the Black Americans are not doing well in the street. they throw them out, saying for the losing apartment. So the city of New York has to put them in a hotel room, 5-star hotel room, to deter the city from abusing its power. Because the U.S. Supreme Court had ruled that people deserve notice, like 30 days notice before they can be evicted from any, they deserve for notice. So the city of New York settled the case with the legal aid and they agreed that they would be putting anyone vacated into 5-star hotel and 50% money to go find more permanent housing. You know, and so I think my mother's been trying to get that kind of 5-star hotel and money to get for now. And the city of New York would help us. Eric Garner, I filed a lawsuit against the city of New York. Eric Garner was helping me with the papers, the police was taking them. Another black American was helping me the same day as Eric Garner. He helped me to take it to go to to deliver to the police. He said the police, his name is Michael, he's a black American. He helped me deliver the papers to the prison on Staten Island, one of the prison there. And he told me the police was acting aggressive towards him, taking a picture of his ID, and he said they were up to no good. And the same day I spoke with Eric Garner was actually supposed to help me deliver the papers that day, but he told me he wants to do it the next day. But so I got another guy to help me deliver the papers that day to everyone to me. His name was Michael. But that Eric Garner was asking people around to help me. He said, because it was Jesus had to go that day. He said he wanted to do it the next day. I told him I needed it done right. But I told him I was going to help him much later. And I was telling people he was going to be helping me with the poor people to give them. So I guess one of those people that snitched on him also was under FBI surveillance because I just had an immigration court case. I was arrested by the immigration when my mother brought me to the country. The country arrested me. They said they always make room for arrest like that so they can have the FBI surveillance because anytime the federal agents arrest you, like the immigration agent, the Fed will transfer your fingerprint or your picture to the FBI. So that would really mess you up forever and ever. The FBI surveilling you. Even Snowden, a former U.S. federal agent, fled America to go to Russia, and so they're excessively surveilling the foreigners. They have all kinds of spy cam. Even stuff like camera. That's how they caught Osama bin Laden. Was a terrorist that was hiding out of Pakistan, issuing threats to the U.S. and stuff. So they used the satellite camera to locate him. He was hiding in an abandoned building in the Pakistani desert. I thought it was safe. They said he had boarded up the windows with wood so nobody can look in. I was living upstairs, in a 2-floor building. I was living upstairs so nobody can see. Living in an abandoned building. And they were able to use the satellite camera. The U.S. was able to use the satellite camera to space to zoom into the house and see him, and watching naked and everything. And they send in their snipers, the U.S. sending snipers, like shooters, to kill him. I think under the Obama administration. So this what this level of surveillance they're using on when foreigners in America. So they have me on the spy cam, and as a matter of fact, when my mother was alive, she used to tell me my phone sounded like it was being tapped. I didn't really understand what that meant. She was telling me that anytime we talk on the phone, she was like the phone would sound raspy. You know, so me and my mother would meet up at a point where, anytime we walk around together, because at the point we weren't living together anymore, but we always met. So she would always say hello to people. So I guess they were picking up the our voice through my, because I always have my phone with me. See, that's what the FBI needs. You have the phone with you regularly. I always have phone, so they can be spying through your phone and listening to what is happening around you, using their camera space to follow you around. I never even thought, because I was just really an ordinary foreigner in America. Putting me through that kind of surveillance, they put me in immigration prison. I got released. Until recently that I'm, exposing that there's corruption in the police in America and in New York City, especially at New York City, not City, also workout. So this Black American DJ, April in the morning, has been making love and message to us. All of a sudden, on July 3rd, when I got punched, in the morning on the show, before I got punched, they were saying there's going to be a Mexican, no. That's all, I truly, I was sitting down in front of the Bank of America, July 3rd, And so Mexicans came around and would say hello, hello, like my mother doing, or maybe, my brother was born in Nigeria, and it sounded just like my mother. So there's no way these Mexicans would know how my mother sound unless while she was alive, while I was under the LDS surveillance, they picked up the recording of the voice, and they played back to these people to the making fun of my dead mother. My mother died in 2015. The feds wouldn't help her either. When the police took her home in 2002, she was justified, and they told her no, they're not going to help us. Now they're looking for dead foreigners. So this Mexicans came around and said hello, hello, mother, and they were rolling on the floor. So I thought really nothing about that. They were just drunk. Why they're so fascinated about why they were fascinated about me. I didn't really understand why. Because there was other black Americans sitting down in the chair next to me. God, they didn't go near those people. Just they came near me. I would say hello, hello, and they started rolling the floor together. 2-0. You know, because my mother was violently put in the psych ward, after our daughter set her off. So, and since she's been killed, there's always all kinds of, taunting I go through. It appears to be, I didn't know how she was killed, but they told me they were forcefully going to put her in the psych ward, and she refused to go to the psych ward. While she was getting treated for heart disease. So they say, so I always get, so only they know how they exactly killed her. So they had these two Mexicans rolling on the floor, and they were fighting each other. So, I don't know if they were taunting me, or they were taunting the way my mother got killed, but it sounded good. Framing their accent to sound like my mother. And they left, and then a black American came. She was riding a motorcycle. She appeared to be masculine female. And she was screaming the song, she was fresh and she was playing. Also continued with the taunting and came outside next to me. So I got up. And she got up and left. So I went back and sat down. Then I fell asleep. And by 10 p.m., then came the punches. So some black American made punching me, boom, bang, boom, bang. So I ran screaming. And they were chasing me, recording as I was screaming. They were putting the camera close to my face. So okay, here goes the taunting again. So I called 911 after the left. They have police car passing by that area every minute, every second. And I guess the way I was screaming, all the people was called 911. I called 911 also. But the police didn't arrive until those people walked away. They actually walked away, didn't go. People punching. The police camera was still down. So when the police came, they were also laughing. And so I just got punched by some black Americans, and they told me, how would I know if I got punched? Because I told them I was sleeping and I was woke up getting punched. So the police, you can call the hospital, ambulance, and they were trying to get them to take us to psych. Because this Eric Adams said any woman you find on the street, they should take them to psych. And I reached out to him that I'm homeless on the street, and he was helping black Americans that they vacated and put out on the street by the police like me. Put them in a hotel room, 5-star hotel room. Even his son, Eric Adams, the black American man, his son named Jordan. He said his son also went and slept in one of these hotels they have for homeless. They're high priority homeless. They say they have a 5-star hotel for a lot of black American homeless. They make them high priority. I said, when I choose one of these hotel rooms to reserve for black Americans, I said, once I slept there, I said the bill was $30,000 that New York City government has to pay. They said this Eric Adams reserved these hotels for black Americans that are released from prison in New York City. A lot of black Americans go to prison. She said as soon as they go out of prison, they go to a 5-star hotel. So normally when we get out of prison, they're supposed to be on the street. So they created this hotel, 5-star hotel, and also they're supposed to put people that are removed from their homes. The 5-star hotel like that. This Eric Adams wouldn't help people. Some black Americans were removed from their homes by the police due to a fire last year. The boss was to put a 5-star hotel also. And after which, it will also come on his radio show. He has a radio show on WBLS the second Sunday at 10:30 a.m. And he'll be telling the black American listeners, it's a black American radio, it's called WBLS. He'll be telling the black American listeners to call him if they have the problems, going to help them solve it. And they'll call and they'll answer their call live, and they'll tell them it's going to help them, tell them to say that they're going to put their call on hold, and His team will give them the personal number to follow if they want to know if they're okay. And say, any other person that wants to reach him should call him on his public cell phone, text him, or social media. So I thought, oh wow, I'm going to get some assistance. No, it was taunting me as an African. When I was sending messages, the woman responded to. You know, that homeless on the street that was vacated from my home. I didn't know what to do. Like in the first hotel, it's where you put someone that's vacated was 20 Black Americans that were vacated in the first hotel last year. You know, and it wouldn't help me. So, and I believe he was aware about me because he would taunt and say it's the new Esther. My mother's name is Esther. And that he wants any homeless on the streets would put a cycle. And we help Black Americans get into hotel rooms. Or homeless Black Americans get into hotel rooms. And then when they used to help me, some Africans used to help me on Canal Street, they were selling handbags and stuff. They sent the police to break them, lock up their property worth billions of dollars. They're not homeless, but these are Africans, a lot of them don't have paper. And when they seize their property worth billions of dollars, they just, you know, and it's a great hostility. I'm the only one that gets it. You know, so it was raining. It was trying to switch to rain the Africans on Canal Street that would help me with money. Because when the police arrested in 2019, they took my green card, stole my green card, and I made a police report after that. They went and put me in the cycle. And I made a police report, I want my green card back, I took the school from my belongings on my bag, took me in handcuffs, and took me to the cycle, locked me up there. As I was taking the city hospital to court, Bellevue, where they killed my mother in the cycle, and my mother psychiatrist. After I was Melania Farr, there was 1 year, 7 months later, so my mother was born in Nigeria. My mother said they were into insurance fraud, and they were trying to kill her for insurance fraud. So they were just looking for ways to kill my mother. My mother said one of the doors to Florida, drove her in the back of the car, and went and hit somebody closely. Because my mother has heart disease, and I saw the lawsuit case against the school. When they took her home in 2010, my mother almost died of a heart attack. Because she has a heart disease and she can't get stress. So my mother said her daughters, Melania and Flora, were living in Pennsylvania, that's where they lived. Said they were monitoring my court case and were very jealous. So my mother ended up going to stay with them because my mother didn't want to stay on the street. And she said that Flora, had her own house with her husband. And said first the husband was Black American, worked for the US military. They tried to punch my mother. They had to scare her. And they were just trying to kill my mother early so they can say, the homelessness really messed up my heart. Because my mother also filed a lawsuit against the police, the court, saying she was supposed to travel to Israel to get her heart, to a foreign hospital to treat her heart problem. But when the police invaded her home and kicked us out, she couldn't take her US passport, now she's stranded on the street. And she can't travel to Israel and spending money for hotels. But the court didn't help her. So they were the adults were trying to kill her to make it look like the police taking her home, deteriorating her heart disease, and get money for themselves. Because that's the only way you can get money to kill, But they weren't living in the house with us, they weren't vacated. They were living in Pennsylvania. Me and my mother were the ones vacated by the police in New York City. So the only way to get the money for themselves to kill her and try to survive. And they killed her. So my mom said they were making an attempt to kill her in Pennsylvania. The husband who was a minister of tried to touch her mother, but the police tell her said nothing but her. So she fled that's why I was the other daughter's house around. And she said that one drives commercial car. And anytime she eats in the house, she starts feeling sick. And when she comes to New York, and after some days she feel better. She found out it was poisoning her. And like this year I found out, there's something called anti-freeze, for the Black American was poisoning his own son with anti-freeze because he was tired of paying up child support. And the same symptoms the son died of was a young boy. The boy couldn't breathe properly, they said we had to take his vomiting. My mother said she started having a symptom. But she thought it was some poison. But one thing about car anti-freeze is you have to die first and you have to do an autopsy immediately of your brain tissue. And that stuff, as soon as it enters your body, your liver will get rid of it. but you go hide the tissue. So as soon as my mother was killed, that Balani said she didn't want an autopsy done. I snatched my mother's corpse and moved it and went and buried her in New Jersey. That Balani doesn't live in New Jersey, she lives in Pennsylvania. My mother was the funeral. And have bags and I'm homeless on the street. And a lot of the towns there, their buses are small. I want them to get the bus. So she made sure I couldn't get to the funeral. As I was insisting on doing an autopsy, she went and got my mother's corpse. Kidnapped my mother's corpse and took it out of the home. I went and dumped her. She and her other sister as well. And I went and dumped my mother's body in New Jersey, somewhere in New Jersey. And they buried my mother on June 12th. You don't bury a Nigerian on June 12th. Burying a Nigerian on June 12th is like burying an American on July 4th or Martin Luther King's birthday. So that's how you know. It's a very controversial day in Nigeria. The military of another tribe denied a civilian that won the election from another tribe. The military are from the northern part, the civilian was from the southern part. So the military, after a civilian won the election, on June 12th, the military annulled the result. So June 12th is the day of protest and violence in Nigeria. So after my mother's daughters that were born here killed my mother, they buried her on June 12th. To make it look like the government should die from government oppression. Yeah, the police took our home, rendered us homeless in 2010. Eric Garner was helping us with the poor papers. The police went and killed Eric Garner. But my mother's daughters also lied on my mother that she was mentally ill and got the hospital to harass her. That's why my mother died in Belgium. And I wanted to do an autopsy. They snatched her body and went and dumped it in New Jersey, buried her. As my mother was complaining that she thought one of her daughters was poisoning her with poison, because anytime she goes to stay with them, Pennsylvania, she will become sick, almost have a heart attack. Then she will run back to New York, come to stay in a hotel room in New York, and she'll feel better. And I didn't really understand what poison they were using on her until this year. There was a black girl in Atlanta. They said he poisoned his own son with car fluid until free. They said his son was having the same symptoms like my mother was having. She couldn't breathe. She couldn't breathe. She like having a heart attack until she was in Pennsylvania with her daughter. And another suspicious thing, the daughter, after she died, she was killed. My mother was killed in Bellevue Hospital. The daughter lied on my mother that she was crazy and the hospital should lock her up in a psych ward. So my mother passed the mental health test, and so my mother told her she's not going to the psych ward. My mother was telling me that she felt her daughters were trying to get her to the psych ward. And she told me she's not going to go to the psych ward. She's going to fight. So her daughters lured her to fight by sending the hospital to lock up in the psych ward. So the hospital said we're about to put her in the psych ward. My mother refused, and they had to use force. And that's when she died. And the doctor said they don't want an autopsy. So, because an autopsy would have shown what kind of poison they were using to poison my mother. They said that the car antifreeze would kill somebody easily, and but it wouldn't show in blood test. You have to remove the person's brain after they die and test their brain tissue. So it's been a whole lot. It's been a whole lot. My friend Eric Garner was trying to help me also, because me and my mother, we lost our home. The police took our home from a basement apartment. It kicked us out. And Eric Garner was trying to help us in 2014. Immediately, the police went and choked him dead. Another guy that was helping me, the same day Eric Garner was supposed to help me with the court papers. Eric Garner told me he was busy that day, so he told me to come back the next day because he was selling cigarettes. But I was recording him. So another guy that helped me, his name is Michael. He helped me deliver the court papers to the police that day. And he told me the police was acting aggressive. They were taking his picture, and they were threatening him, and they said they were up to no good. His name is Michael, so I told him to sign a form for me to acknowledge that he took the papers to the police that day. And he signed the form. I told him to put the phone number there. So I went and submitted that paper to the Brooklyn Federal Court. So in case anything happens to me, that guy named Michael is information to the Brooklyn Federal Court. This will help nail the Eric Garner killers. That they did it on purpose. They were choking him. They were laughing. So now what the police do is, anytime I enter any bathroom, they will secretly follow me to that bathroom. and they'll try to kill me in the bathroom. So I could get killed in the public bathroom any moment from now. I've been homeless on the street for 14 years. This police are out of control, so they're trying to get out. I said, but the bathroom is not closed. They said, don't question us, get out. And they'll try to kill me in the bathroom. So they're trying to kill me in the bathroom because I'm homeless on the street and I have stomach diarrhea. So I've been taking anti-diarrhea pills, so they know I know their secret. So I'm going to keep uploading the video online. So in case I'm killed, please watch much for me. I'm the late Rico Honest friend. I'm a foreigner. People treat me like I'm shit. You know, people don't really support me like that. So I've been on the street for 14 years. Even though I was removed from my basement apartment, me and my mother, on Staten Island. The police, they were using aggression to throw blacks out on the street. And the court, there was a court case that said anybody removed from a basement apartment by the police, they have to put us in a hotel room, 5-star hotel, permanently, and be giving us money to go look for another apartment. So Eric Garner was trying to help my mother with our court papers so they can give us a hotel room, you know, and the police was like, choke him dead. So for the 14 years, I've been trying to get a hotel room. They won't give me a hotel room. So I've been left on the street for 14 years, waiting for a hotel room. So as a foreigner, they treat me, as a black foreigner, they treat me like the least of everything. And lately now, I've been getting punched. If I fall asleep, I wake up with punches on my head, everything. I will cry, scream, call 911, and the police will come and be laughing. And they tell me, you know, how did I know I was getting punched? I said, I saw the people punching me. They were standing in front of me, and they were recording it. So they're hiring gang members also to be torturing me. Because if it can make you look like you're going insane, they said this is the latest way the police are killing blacks all over America. There was a guy called Elijah McClain. In 2019, the police killed him that way in Denver, Colorado. He was coming home from work, and he was wearing a jacket in November. They said it was hot that day, even though November is supposed to be cold. So somebody called 911 that this guy is wearing a jacket on a hot day. Please come and take him to the cycle. So the police surrounded him as he was walking his neighborhood to his house. They told him, somebody said he looked crazy wearing a jacket. And they told him he had anemia. That's why he was wearing a jacket. Before I could finish talking, the police began choking him. Said he has to go with them to the cycle. There's something odd about it. He told them he had just left work and his neighborhood was just open up. And the police choked him dead in Denver, Colorado, 2019. And they refused to prosecute the police. Even the paramedic came and injected him with a drug called ketchup. That caused him to have a heart attack also. So they wouldn't prosecute the police in Denver, Colorado, you know, in 2019. So I will come on a train like this. I start telling people that they need to call the mayor in Colorado. My mother was killed in a similar manner in New York. I said, lying on somebody that they're mentally ill, I said, that's a serious allegation. And when you kill somebody based on false diagnosis, I said, that's a serious stuff. So people were calling Denver. So the mayor there took the case to court last year, and they won the case. The police is now in prison. The paramedic that joined in to inject him with a drug, this black male in Denver, they are now in prison. The paramedic was convicted of misuse of medical device. They injected a drug called ketchup, which is a psychiatric drug that always causes heart attack. And the police was convicted of manslaughter. You know, so now, you know, as a human rights activist, I'm able to get the police locked up in other cities. So now I'm being targeted here in New York. You know, I can't get justice either for my friend Eric Garner or my mother that was killed. You know, so my life is in danger. That's why I'm recording this. I'll keep updating everybody. You know, so please take my case serious. I'm a homeless foreigner, and I'm being denied a hotel that, you know, I'm supposed to be put in. For 14 years, they left me on the street. You know, so that is not right. That is not right. You know, so I've been informing because New York is supposed to host the World Cup in 2 more years. There's going to be a whole lot of foreigners coming here. So I've been telling the International Football Federation, called FIFA, that New York is not safe for foreigners. My mother was killed here. The police are killing foreigners. and they're getting away with it. So I'm telling the FIFA they need to suspend that World Cup. So the authorities are aware I'm posting videos online to FIFA because anywhere there's violence connected, whether it's England or they wouldn't host no soccer matches. Even England, when they have soccer matches and there's violence, the FIFA will ban them temporarily. So there's a whole lot of getting punched in the face as I'm exposing the corruption of the police. They're working with gang members. And when I called 911 after that, the police just went in front of me. I said, there's no proof I got punched. I was like, I got punched. This happened to me on July 3rd. Close to the American Independence Day, around 10 p.m. July 3rd, I was sitting on a chair in Brooklyn, and some guys came to punch me. After I posted video reporting the NYPD abuse of life, these guys came and punched me. There were many people sitting down after they didn't punch me. It was just with the punch. So I woke up screaming, and I was running. They were chasing me downtown Brooklyn in front of Macy's. There's police camera recorded, and they were laughing and recording me on camera. And even that area has police coming around with the cars. I know while they were chasing me and punching me, no police car came back. And they walked away, and I called 911. Then that's when the police car started coming. And the police was laughing at me. So how did I know I got punched if I was sleeping? And he was trying to provoke me further. And he told me he'd rather take me to the hospital. I was like, no. Stop insulting me. I'm not a crazy person. I said, the police camera picked up the knife attack. So you don't want to help me, fine, but don't insult me as a foreigner. And the mission made me angry. I had to walk away. They didn't help me. So they're provoking foreigners, punching us. So New York is not safe for foreigners. So if you bring more foreigners here, they're likely to get abused. So FIFA look into this. And as a foreigner, you have to fight your battle alone. Nobody marches for you. Everybody's scared. They don't want to be targeted next. So unless you also have your gang with you, a lot of foreigners will go by yourself. You don't have any gang. So FIFA saved lives. From this, my friend Arugana was killed. I have information. Another guy has information also. It was another guy that even let me know. The morning signs that Arugana was about to be killed. But the day Arugana was supposed to help me deliver court papers to the police, Arugana told me it was easy celebration that he wants to do it the next day. So I got another guy to help me deliver the court papers to the police. And as the guy went to deliver the court papers to the police, he said they were taking his picture, they were acting aggressive, they were threatening him. So I told the guy to sign a form for me, give me his phone number and everything. And I submitted it to the court. So that guy would be the evidence. In case I'm killed or anything, the Arugana was purposely killed. Because Arugana told people that I was going to be helping with my court papers. After the NYPD took my home in 2010, by 2014, I was suing the NYPD, and people would help me deliver the court papers. I said normally they said in America, people that deliver court papers, they call them process servers. So it's one of the most dangerous jobs in America because people that don't want to be sued will kill the person. So they said there's something that people talk about, say killing the messenger. They say they say from historically, anyone that delivers bad news, people kill them. So they say this NYPD, they were acting reckless, and anytime they got sued, they would like to victimize the people that deliver the court paper of the victim. So they say when you sue the NYPD, you have to flee New York. Even Abdullah Wimmer, the NYPD raped him in the bathroom, and he sued them and fled to Florida. They raped him with a broom. Left behind bloody. And he doesn't live in New York anymore. He used to live in Brooklyn. And the NYPD went and arrested him and took him to a bathroom and raped him and split. After that, he said New York permanently. So you don't stay in New York. But I'm a foreigner, I don't really understand that. So after I see them, I stayed in New York. So they were always following me around. Everybody that was going to help me with the lawsuit, they took him there. They said they were laughing and took him there. And they got away with it. They didn't let me touch my I was reporting Arugana. The same spot where I took with Arugana on Victor Boulevard and Bay Street, that's where they went and took him there. Weeks later, close to my birthday. And I've been reaching out even to the Arugana lawyer. He hung up the phone on me. And soon after that, he not sending my money on the regardless case. But the criminal case, they didn't let me testify, so that case was dismissed by the court for lack of evidence. Even though they killed Oregano on camera, I also recorded Oregano before they killed him, telling me it was going to help me. On that same spot where they killed him, he was standing in front of close to a Spanish restaurant on the Bolivar Bishop. That was the last place I spoke with him. I was recording him and everything. I had the recording, and I was telling him I was going to help him with my corporate investigation that one day. And they went through self-control. Also, there was a building where I was keeping evidence against the NYPD. Around that area, before they killed Oregano, a mysterious fire burned down that house. And the fire department women extinguished the fire. They were watching all my evidence burn. And people were screaming, like, why is the fire department here not extinguishing the fire? They knew I had evidence against the NYPD. That building. There was a daycare, even the building owner, the local newspaper called the Staten Island Advance newspaper, they did a report that there was a mysterious fire and the building owner is shady, but they refused to prosecute it. They said he committed insurance fraud. They registered the building as the building was usually the building of a nightclub, but he lied that it was like a shipping company. And got insurance money. And it was really a nightclub. The dance, and normally, they don't approve dance club, nightclubs, and private residence. So, I rented upstairs, and I was using the downstairs as a 219 Canal Street on Staten Island. It was using it as a nightclub, and that's a very serious thing because the building caught fire. Because dance nightclubs, they use a lot of electricity. And sometimes the electricity could explode. The music equipment, the DJ equipment. And there was a daycare center nearby. All the kids almost died. The fire and smoke went to the daycare center in the daytime while the fire was burning, and all the kids, some of them were taken to the hospital. And they didn't prosecute the landlord or nothing, even though there was evidence. Even the newspaper in Staten Island called for its prosecution. So any bad thing that happens to me as a foreigner, the NYPD will cover me up. I almost got burnt alive on Staten Island for the kid Oregano. And they were following me with their police, following Oregano with their police. That's why I was saying enough is not to stop following me around. And they choked him dead. So it's not safe for any black life. So please see if you think about it. If you want to bring the World Cup here, there's a whole lot of killing of foreigners like my mother, and Oregano black male here. That's been unresolved by this police intentionally. So don't bring in more people to get killed. It's not safe to host the World Cup. So So as I'm a whistleblower for you, FIFA. I'm an independent witness, just letting you know what is happening on ground. And you need to come back and do more inspections and talk to victims of crime that go unresolved. Here in New York City, the police don't help foreigners. A lot of the murders in black communities here, also the police don't resolve it. It's 90% of murders of blacks in New York City, the NYPD doesn't resolve it. They let the killer walk free. 90%. 90% of blacks that get killed in New York City, they don't arrest the killer. So it's not safe. So FIFA don't bring foreigners here to be abused, and